If you have ever felt your heartbeat spike the moment a BMW Mini freezes during a key programming job, you already know this feeling. 1 minute, everything looks normal, and the next minute the car is completely silent, dead, and refusing to talk to your scanner. This is Hussein, and I welcome you to Baabji Motors, your trusted hub for real-world automobile diagnostics and key programming solutions, where we talk honestly about what works, what fails, and what can go very wrong if you're not prepared. Today we are diving into one of the most stressful scenarios technicians face with BMW Mini E-chassis vehicles, when the CAS module bricks during an OBD downgrade while using tools like the Xhorse VVDI Key Tool Plus. This is not theory. This is a situation that actually leaves cars stranded, workshops panicking, and technicians questioning every decision they made. Before we go further, a quick and important disclaimer. This video is strictly for educational and informational purposes. Everything shared here is meant to guide technicians, learners, and automotive enthusiasts. All demonstrations follow fair use principles, and all trademarks belong to their respective owners. Always follow manufacturer procedures and local laws when working on vehicles. Also, if you are wondering about the exact tools used in this process, including the Xhorse Key Tool Plus and related programmers, you will find them linked in the description with affiliate tags. Using those links supports Baabji Motors at no extra cost to you and helps us continue sharing real diagnostic knowledge from the field. Now here is the big question I want you thinking about while watching this. Why do BMW Mini E-chassis vehicles brick so easily during CAS3 plus ISTAP downgrades through OBD, and why is bench recovery sometimes the only way out? Stick till the very end, because I will share one critical insight that can save you from turning a working car into a very expensive statue. Let's start with the basic difference that many people overlook. On BMW E-chassis sedans, removing the CAS module is relatively straightforward. Access is manageable, and once removed, you can safely solder on the bench, read the data, and make keys without gambling with the vehicle. The risk is controlled. But BMW Mini E-chassis vehicles are a completely different story. The CAS module location is extremely difficult and confusing. Accessing it feels like solving a puzzle designed by someone who dislikes technicians. Because of this, most people hesitate to remove the CAS and instead choose the OBD route, even when they know it carries higher risk. The situation becomes even more dangerous with higher-end BMW platforms and older SUVs like the X5 and X6, as well as many Coopers, where the CAS version is not a basic one. Most of these vehicles use CAS 3++ with high ISTAP levels, commonly seen with CAS IDs like 9389115 and 9287535. These are high-security versions. When you connect a scanner through OBD on these vehicles, the tool often requests a downgrade before key programming can continue. Tools like the Xhorse VVDI Key Tool Plus do explain the precautions clearly. They warn you that a downgrade will occur. They tell you the process takes around 10 minutes, and they strongly recommend backing up CAS data beforehand if possible. And yes, everyone knows backing up is important, but in real workshop life, time pressure often makes people skip that step. That is where the real danger begins. Once the downgrade starts, you're locked in. For about 10 minutes, you cannot touch anything. You cannot disconnect. You cannot retry. You just wait, stare at the screen, and hope nothing interrupts the communication. This is the moment where many technicians silently negotiate with fate, power supply, and network stability all at once. If the downgrade completes successfully and reaches the final stage, the key learning area opens and you can proceed with key programming. But here is the harsh truth. Success once does not guarantee success the next time. Vehicle conditions vary, module health varies, and no scanner on this planet is 100% reliable. When the downgrade fails midway, everything changes instantly. The engine will not start. Even the original key that worked perfectly before now becomes useless. Communication with the vehicle disappears. The VIN vanishes. The car no longer identifies itself. At this point, the CAS module is bricked. Bricked means exactly what it sounds like. A once functional vehicle is now nothing more than a heavy, immobile block sitting in your workshop, silently judging you. At this stage, OBD recovery almost always fails. Sometimes you get lucky, but most of the time, the only real solution is bench work. And this is where experience matters more than courage. The focus here is not on physically damaged CAS modules. If the hardware itself is destroyed, Repair makes no sense and replacement is the only option. What we're talking about here is software-level corruption caused by a failed downgrade. The recovery process starts by removing the CAS module and soldering it on the bench. The corrupted dump data inside the CAS is read using a programmer, such as a hex tag. That damaged data is then processed through a recovery procedure, often involving server-based correction depending on the tool ecosystem you're using. Some scanners offer slower but safer recovery paths. Others are faster but more sensitive. In rare cases, partial recovery may be possible through OBD, but in serious brick scenarios, BDM or direct bench access is the reliable path. Once the corrupted data is corrected and rewritten, the CAS regains its structure. After reinstalling the module, communication with the Xhorse key tool plus can be restored. When you reconnect and see the VIN, vehicle information, and CAS details appear exactly as they were before the downgrade attempt, that moment feels better than finishing a long day with no comebacks. From there, key positions can be reviewed. If only 2 keys are registered, it usually means no additional keys have been added since factory delivery. You can then select an available position, program a new key, and finally start the vehicle normally again. So here is the answer to the question from the beginning. BMW Mini E-chassis vehicles brick so easily during CAS3 plus OBD downgrades because of high ISTAP security, unstable communication tolerance, and extremely sensitive CAS firmware. Bench recovery works because it bypasses OBD limitations and directly repairs corrupted internal data. My personal opinion is simple. If you're working regularly on Mini E-chassis CAS3 systems, relying only on OBD is gambling, not diagnostics. Proper bench tools, backup discipline, and recovery knowledge are no longer optional. They're survival skills. Here is a useful tip many technicians ignore. Always stabilize power with a high-quality power supply and document the original CAS state before any downgrade. That single habit can save hours, reputation, and a lot of stress. If you found this breakdown helpful, I want to hear your experience. Have you ever faced a bricked CS? Or did you narrowly escape one? Drop your story in the comments. And if this video spoke to you, show your support by hitting like, hyping it up in the comments, and subscribing to Baabji Motors. Let us push this one to 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments and show the algorithm that real diagnostic knowledge still matters. Do not forget to check the description for the exact tools used in this job, including the Xhorse Key Tool Plus, linked with our affiliate tags. Supporting through those links and by joining the channel membership directly helps Baabji Motors keep producing honest, technician-focused content. Thanks for watching till the very end. Keep learning, keep diagnosing smart, and I will see you in the next Baabji Motors Deep Dive.